Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever set a big goal for yourself, but instead of excitement, you were hit with fear, anxiety, and even trauma from past failures? That's exactly what happened to me, and today, I want to share my story of how I faced that wave of trauma, and what I learned from it. One afternoon, I sat in front of my computer and wrote down a bold goal: to make $10,000 in one day from YouTube content. But here's the thing, my channel had no views, no subscribers, and even after taking courses and trying new content, I still wasn't seeing results. The moment I set that goal, old wounds and memories of failed goals started rushing back. My chest tightened, my breathing got shallow, my body tensed up. And my mind shouted at me, "You've tried everything and failed. You're just a failure." I tried to fight back with positive self-talk, but my body resisted. My heart rebelled. My mind wouldn't cooperate. I felt like I was drowning in shadows of trauma and anxiety. I prayed. I tried breathing exercises. I read books. I tried to remind myself of my worth. But nothing seemed to calm the storm. Eventually, I decided to stop everything and return to stillness. I spent 30 minutes sitting in silence, pouring out my heart to God, telling him I felt numb, scared, and broken. At one point, I picked up Mel Robbins' book, Let Them. But instead of inspiring me, my mind told me, she succeeded because she had a job. You're a loser for trying self-employment. The negative voice grew louder. My chest ached. But in the middle of all that, I made a promise to myself. I will never abandon myself again. I will nurture myself, no matter what. And then, something shifted. I started crying. I started letting go. The fear didn't disappear, but I began to release the pain and remind myself, trauma is not my identity. I deserve love, healing, and a supportive inner world. Later that evening, I tried working on a small web development project, just a calculator app. My mind belittled it, saying it was too easy. But when I finished it successfully, I celebrated. I smiled. I shook my body with joy, and I told myself, see, you are capable, you are amazing. That night, I went to bed still unsure about my big YouTube goal, but something miraculous happened. At 4 a.m., I woke up not to pain, but to peace. My chest was light, my heart was at ease, and when my mind tried to speak negativity, I shut it down quickly with truth and faith. I knew this was God's work. He had heard my prayers. During prayer, I suddenly found myself asking God to fix my flaws and imperfections. And then it hit me. My whole life, I had been trying to fix the wrong things. You can't fix flaws, weaknesses, or vulnerabilities, because they are part of being human. What you can fix are mistakes, sins, ignorance, and choices. But flaws, they are to be embraced. The world teaches us to be perfect, to wear masks, to deny our true selves. But I realized, I don't need approval from anyone. I only need to live in truth with God, and with myself. I'm still working toward that $10,000 goal, but now I know, it's not about perfection. It's about faith, resilience, and refusing to let trauma or fear define you. So here's the lesson I want to leave you with. If you're waiting for money, recognition, or approval before you start, stop waiting. Begin now. Trust yourself. Trust God. Even when you feel weak, even when you're failing, keep moving forward. Because your flaws are not your enemy. Your fear is not your identity. And your worth was never in question. Thank you for listening to my story. If this resonates with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on healing, growth, and faith.